Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday to you. Sorry I was a couple minutes late. I was making some tea, and apparently it takes water like 10 minutes to boil now. But that's my fault. Time management. Anyhow, I hope you're having a good Saturday. I don't know if I didn't make it clear or there was some confusion, but we're sticking with the Lions, man. We're not done with the Lions until we take home that Lombardi trophy with them. So we had a great season last season. Didn't quite make it. Went down in the NFC Championship against the Seahawks, and that's where we left things off this time around. So the first thing we're going to do is simulate the Super Bowl. Actually, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to let some people get here. I think the first thing we're going to do is, I do want to highlight the player stats from the playoffs. So we'll start with Fowler. I can't wait to see his progression from this year. That'll be really nice to see. I really hope he gets a big bump in his ratings. But in the playoffs, he went 50 for 92. I love it, Jason. Threw for 897 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks in four games? 3 games. 3 games. So, pretty good. Najee Davenport had the majority of our rushes in the playoffs. It's going to be interesting because I do think I am going to sign Deshaun longer term. But Najee had to carry the load most of the time. And then he did have... Does it have fumbles on here? Yeah, I think I gotta take it all the way to fumbles. Because what is this? Just the long rush? Let's take it over to fumbles, because my guy lost a huge fumble at the end of the NFC Championship game. So that's where I'll leave that, just to capture it for the footage. Oh, it would help if I was actually recording, you dummy. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. You're going to see a not full screen, and we're going to have to go back to the beginning. I apologize. This is part of it. Hi, Mickey. I'm hanging out with my neighbor's dog right now, and she makes me hold her hand. It's very sweet. Mickey, you want me to hold your hand? You want to come up here? You want to come up on the bed? You can do that. Hope everyone's having a fine Saturday so far. Yeah, also, I like what you're thinking. So, if you remember or not, we don't have our first round pick this year. So, what I'm thinking of doing is what are my words? Before the draft, I'm able to do trades as soon as free agency, I think. Is I want to look at, or maybe before the draft. I think maybe after free agency, before the draft. We will I want to look at the teams that are due to take a quarterback based on Mel Kiper's draft board. And then look at the ones that don't actually have a good quarterback. And I want to see if they will trade for Harrington, if that makes sense. So we're gonna check that out when the time comes. I think it'll be after free agency, before we scout for the draft. Because I would love to get a first round pick back so I could take a tackle. As we see, Roy was our main guy. He was the only one who really balled out, other than Steven Alexander had a great postseason. So I feel good about signing him. I'm just sitting here petting this dog next to me as I go through these stats. It's funny. All right, Teddy Lehman came back from his concussion and kicked some booty, leading the way in tackles through all 4 games. So Teddy, great addition to the defense coming back. So we're deep in the linebacker position right now, which is nice. Sammy Ham getting all those assists. I will be interested to see how the secondary will play this season now that I've taken the coverage down to 0. It was at 4 this whole time. I mean, you'd think 4-0 doesn't make a huge difference, but you never know. Good to have Sam Farmer back, too, from his injury. He played really well. I also better... I'm going to be pissed if I don't see a good ratings jump for Terrence Holt. I feel like he needs to be a big jump. Alright, so those were the player stats. That's a good question. We'll have to think about it. But I think the first thing that we're going to do is simulate the Super Bowl. So we got the Super Bowl right here. The Jets versus the Seahawks. And this is only in year 2, so it's kind of impressive that the Jets... I mean, the Seahawks I'm not as surprised. The Jets I'm a little surprised that it only took a year. But let's see what happens. Simulate the week. And the Seattle Seahawks are your Super Bowl champions in year 2. Wow. I've already forgotten who it was in the first year. But I guess that feels good to be beaten by the eventual Super Bowl champions, and they do it without Sean Alexander. I do wish there was some way to like. I wonder if there's a. Can I watch the Sports Center for this week? No. It won't let me watch the Super Bowl Sports Center. That's too bad. Alright, well, I don't typically play the Pro Bowl, but I do want to highlight our Pro Bowlers. So we'll simulate the Pro Bowl, and I think then it should add some stats to some of our guys. And if it doesn't, we can figure that out. Oh yeah, I guess it only adds it. It'll only help if they... I wonder how I figure this out. I guess I'll just go back to the email inbox and we'll go to the Pro Bowl selections and we'll just skip through it. Or did I do that in the last video? Kansas City did win in the last time. You're right. You're totally right. Said it over and over. Do you guys remember this? Did I already post the Pro Bowlers? You can tell my memory is totally here right now. Charles and Roy didn't make it in after all of that. Well, let's go through it, just in case. Damian Woody got in. I think I maybe didn't do it because I wanted to wait until the end of the season, so... Shout out to Damian Woody making the Pro Bowl. Yeah, you wouldn't have stats for that. Jason Hansen makes the Pro Bowl for, I think, the second year in a row. Crazy he made it. I feel like he didn't have that good of a season. I think Dre Bly technically makes the Pro Bowl. So, are we sending Dre to the moon? Here's the thing. Both him and Fernando Bryant are horrifically overpaid. That's my objective opinion. They just have bad contracts. So we'll see what they look like next season. There is one move I want to make before we head into the actual off season. Hamilton was on the list for strong safety Pro Bowl. I like to see that. Alright, that's it. We had 3 Pro Bowlers. Pretty cool. Hello, Mario. Hope you're doing well, sir. Okay, So before we head into the off season, because it'll get rid of the remaining cap room that I have, I want to go ahead, Mickey. Go ahead, jump up. I want to use the remaining 1.18 million to sign Deshaun Foster to a long-term deal. I think the rest of the guys will be able to either let go. I think Teddy and Terrence are probably the only two guys we're going to bring back. But I'm thinking I can get... Because this $1.18 million goes away. Go ahead, Dur. Go ahead. So if I front load, or if I go descending, so the first year is the biggest year, and I go for, like, let's say 5 years, I wonder if that doesn't get me under the... Maybe I can't afford him in the regular season. That would be too bad. Yeah, I don't think I can afford him in the regular season. Okay, that was a good try. Well, let's see if we can sign Teddy. What does he want? So, I mean, we could sign him for what he wants and be under contract, but that means he would only have 2 years left. So I want to keep Teddy around for a while. He had a good playoffs. I'm hoping he goes up in stats. And we'll go descending. So again, the first year is the year that he makes, or this year is the year that he makes the most. So next year, he'll be on a $1.35 million contract. So that's actually very team friendly. And we're getting one of our signings off the board early. So I'm going to use the rest of our cap room on Teddy Lehman to extend his contract. Good job by you, Teddy. Backus, Fior, Edwards, Lewis, I think they're all going to go. Unless one of them makes, like, a super drastic jump. Because from the second to the third season is when you start seeing the bigger stat jumps. So that's all we've got for the second season. We did all this. Oh, this is the only other thing we need to cover. We need to see who the Super Bowl MVP was. Maurice Morris. Oh my god. The backup for Sean Alexander takes home Super Bowl MVP. Insane. Well, good for him. Perhaps he will get a lucrative contract out of it. All right, let's move on to the off season. And I'm going to just quickly do the correct thing and save right now. Now, we only have 8.9 million, which is not great. We're going to definitely take a look at some of our guys. And we're actually going to look at retirements, and then we're going to look at player progression. I wouldn't be surprised if Hansen retires. All right. Wow, Steven Alexander hanging it up. And as I hear Hakeem, I mean, I guess he went for 9 years. But that's actually going to save us a lot of money, but that immediately puts a need on our board for tight end. Wow, I'm a little surprised. And Dion Dyer we signed as backup. That's totally fine. I'm going to let him retire. I don't think it's worth paying whatever these guys want. We can quickly look at how much I'd have to pay him to get him interested. That would be the rest of our cap. There's no way that he's worth that much money. Even being you can see he's regressed down to a 79. Yeah, I think we're going to let them all go. So thank you for your service, Steven. Thank you, Azahir. Azahir had a bad injury last year. I wonder if that's factoring into his retirement. And Dyer never saw the field, really, except for special teams. So we will move on from them and we'll get the cap space back. Okay. So now we have nearly 12 million to play with. Obviously, we lost a couple guys from the roster, but it's not so bad. I want to go to player progress. That's kind of crazy that he's not a bit higher than a 69. That's a little nuts. Yeah, for real, Al. So, I mean, we're gonna stick with Fowler as the starter. He had an incredible year. It's good to see like his pass read coverage and even his accuracy and his leadership going up. Hopefully that'll continue to rise with time, and hopefully we'll get big stat jumps in after the preseason as well. I mean, Deshaun continues to improve. The stamina durability nonsense makes me terrified, but I think we're gonna pay him, man. And I think I'm gonna hold on to Davenport too. I don't know. I just feel like we got a piece like that. I want to just try our luck and see what happens. Slash is starting to deteriorate a little bit, but he's still a 90 overall, and he's going to do exactly what we want him to do, so I'm okay with that. Charles improved slightly. Roy getting a big jump. Derek Hamilton getting a nice big jump. Brett Richards improving by 10. That's nice. Ben Watson's getting better. I mean, Ben Watson could probably be serviceable as our starting tight end. He's not the feature point, but he's not the worst. And Fitzsimmons can block. Vernon Green improves by 5 points. Love to see it. Damian Woody holds put for now. I can't wait to eject Fior into the sun. We are definitely going to be replacing him at guard. Backus is actually improving. I wonder if we might want to think about re-signing him if he's affordable, especially because tackles are way harder to come by. And this guy's developing pretty okay too, so we might be more set at tackle than I thought. Sean Rogers holding steady after dropping a few points. These feel like the same player progress stats as after the preseason. It feels like none of these actually changed. Like, Navarro was a 69 the whole year. That's interesting. I wonder if these will change down the road. Especially after preseason. Because these all feel the same. Trey Blight is declining sharply, as is Fernando Bryant. 8 years. I mean, we need a young guy at corner potentially, and I don't think Brian Walker is going to be on the team either. Hello, Nate. Yeah, I know. I commented on the Hofstra yesterday. Old Long Island school. Yeah, because Terrence Holt hasn't improved either. Alright, well, let's do our signings. I think we want to start with the guys we definitely want to sign, and then we'll go from there. And we definitely want to sign Deshaun. That's what he wants. That kind of makes him... This makes us commit to him for 2 years. What if I front load him? Or I could go descending, make this his highest paid year. That's harder on my cap. Wow. Nate, that is a way we could go. We could walk away from him. Let's see what Bacchus wants. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, let's remember that. Fior is... I'm releasing him now. I don't need you. I think we're gonna release Kalimba unless... I mean, again, unless he's super cheap, which I doubt he will be. Also, no way I would give him that much of a bonus. Or that I would want him for 5 years. Alright, I guess we can come back to him. Let's see what Terrence Holt wants. Again, I don't think I can give him that much of a bonus. Alright, I like signing Terrence Holt long term. This is an incredibly team-friendly contract. Let's get him on this. He declines it. That's so funny. I could give him 20%. If we're gonna haggle over that, I could haggle over that. Alright. Terrence Holt sticking around long term. I think we're gonna let Alex Lewis go. So these are our 3 left. I would like to go into the draft with around 5 million. So we just need to be careful. Let's see what the number is here. Yeah, I wonder if I could give him a middle contract and have him do like a prove it year. And then he'd get paid after. It's so interesting. I mean, signing him for 5 years feels so ludicrous. Especially by like year 8, he could be terrible. Can't do that. I mean, I could also just sign him on a super short-term deal. That would kind of ruin us for cap. Huh. I'm gonna check something really quick. Sorry I'm being indecisive. I want to look at our team needs. We have a couple of high picks. And we're like... we're kind of almost stacked at every position. I can't look at what I have for picks yet. Because we're not... because the trades aren't active yet. So I think basically the decision is... I think we could probably sign the rest of the guys that we have here and have enough to sign whatever draft picks we have and go from there. And we could even clip some guys that are like if I roll over to, for example, we could cut Brian Walker There might be some guys on the bottom end, like Smith might be able to go. I mean, damn. I think one of these guys will probably be a casualty. So there's moves we can make. I want to try and sign the 2 guys we have left. Especially Bacchus. I think he actually is going to be decent. I mean, his pass block is almost as good as DM at this point. Let's look at him again. Descending contract. Let's go in the 20s. Let's go in the 10s. I don't know if I want it to be for 5 years. Let's look at 4 years. I think I might do this. I don't think I'll take it, but let's try it. There we go. 75 is probably going to be closer to what he says yes to. He'll probably say yes to this. Let's go down to 70. Yeah, I feel good about that. Damn. All right. I feel you. I feel you. I think I'm going to let Kalimba Edwards go. I think defensive ends are something that are in steep supply as we re-sign Bacchus. Yeah, that's a good contract. So yeah, I think I'm going to let Kalimba go. He's technically better than Navarro, and I want Navarro to start. So we'll sign somebody cheaper. Here is our decision. Ugh, I don't love that. I mostly just don't love the idea of, like, we spent a first-round pick on him. I feel like I have to sign him. And I have to sign him kind of longer term. I don't want it to be a balanced contract. I think I want it to be probably a descending one. Damn, that hurts. This is going to make guys hard to sign. But I don't like the idea of making him a rental. Oh my god, stop it, Steve. Oh, yuck. So if I sign him for a longer term on it, that makes sense. I keep going back to this middle contract, like, get a prove-it year out of him, and then the 2 years after, hopefully he's hitting his stride. Or by the 3rd year, it becomes tradable without ruining our cap room. I think this might actually be the move, because this way we can sign people that we draft, because we have so many draft picks. This is the other thing we can do. What if we do a 3-year deal that's ascending? I wonder what I would have to give him for that. Totally fine, Jason, man. So maybe this year is the prove-it deal year. And then the year after that, his contract becomes tradable. That feels better. And we still have room to trade to get guys for that we draft. I'm gonna sit on this for a moment, although I think only. I didn't think about the ascending contract. I usually save those for younger guys, but it kind of makes sense for injury-prone guys. I like that better too. Just for giggles, I'm gonna look at what 2 years looks like. Probably too much. Yeah, too much. 3 years is the sweet spot. I'm kind of like finagling right now. I also like even numbers. I feel like he would take this, and that gets me a little bit extra cap room too. That actually makes this contract almost tradable immediately. Alright, let's see if he takes it. Alright, he took it. We got Deshaun. We've essentially locked in our roster. I think there will probably be cuts that we make in some places. I don't know. Is there anyone we can cut right now? Where are we at? I am excited to draft a guard because this guy is absolutely useless. Honestly, we could cut him right now and get $500,000 back and try and sign a guard. Let's pocket that for a moment. We could technically also rock with the defensive end unit that we have. Alright, let's see what free agency looks like. Let's save first. Good job by us managing the cap. And Nate, if you're still here, Najee is very durable, and other than that ill-timed fumble, I think he is worth keeping around. Alright, let's go to... I think I have to release the players with expired contracts, which there are none, so we can do that. Now we're in free agency. Let's see who the prize of free agency is. It's Derek Mason and Jerry Porter, both available. And Travis Henry is available too. Holy crap. We've got some guys up here. David Carr. Alright, it's very top heavy for sure. Look at all of these defensive ends. I mean, we could get Brady Smith as like a mentor to... Okay. Let's calm down. I don't know if we should sign one of these guys. I don't think we should. Let's go by position. Travis Henry is nuts. That's fun. Just out of curiosity. His durability is really good. And injury's down at 10 now, so I'm hoping that's gonna make things a little bit less, what's the word? I think we're definitely gonna draft a receiver. I don't think there's a tight end here that's worth getting. Chris Cooley, I've signed him before. I mean, this guy's cheap. I was really interested in a decent guard that I could use as a backup. That's more competent than the other guy. That's funny. Derelict's a free agent. Alright, well, he's going to be there. I am going to stalk around free agency. I don't know if I made that abundantly clear, but you never know. Oh, let me quickly Okay, good. So we could technically make a trade right now. Let's see how many picks we have. We don't have a first round pick. We have the 3rd pick in the 2nd round, which is incredible. That basically means we have whatever pick we want. And then the 29th pick in the 2nd round. We have 1/3, 1/4, 2/4, a 5th, a 6th, and a 7th. Let's see if player progress went different. Nope, still the same. Okay. So this is what I want to do. I want to go to Mel Kiper's mock draft. Well, first I want to look at the rookie report. I mean, we could probably get this tight end. I would almost promise you that he's going to be there when it's time to pick. And then there's another one right behind him. So that's great. We're gonna be able to replace Steven, no problem. I would have loved to seen a guard higher, because we really, really, really need a starting guard. This guy seems like the best one. We'll get to that later. So let's go to the mock draft. We're looking at teams that are probably going to take a quarterback, because this list means, like, these are the guys that they're going to take. Wow, I'm shocked. There hasn't been a quarterback yet. Wow. There were no quarterbacks on this. That's crazy. I guess this is not a big quarterback draft. All right. Well, then let's do it the old-fashioned way, where we, after free agency, we look at who has a bad quarterback and we try and trade them Joey Harrington. I think because we're not necessarily looking for anybody, although Will Allen is really tempting. No one ever goes in the first day, so I just know we need another cornerback, and I'm sick of my guys. Anyway, let's go to the next day. I want to see. Oh, wow. Teams are immediately serious about Derek Mason. Nobody's serious about him. Looks like it's a race between Green Bay and Tennessee. No one's put anything on Will Allen yet. No one's gotten serious about David Carr yet. Nor Chris Cooper, and that seems to be it so far, so let's go another day. No movement on Will Allen yet. Again, that's everything so far. Alright, so Porter's starting to get offers, and it looks like the other guy got signed. Cleveland coming in off the top ropes for Travis. Still no offers on Will Allen. That's crazy. It looks like the other defensive end got signed too, because now Freeman's starting to get some offers. Alright, let's go to the next day. The other wide receiver is gone. Let's check the transactions. I want to see where they got signed. It'd probably be... Let's go to All NFL. Probably be signings? I guess not. I would have liked to think that this is in the right order, but I guess not. Oh, here we go. Free agency signings. So the Chargers get Jerry Porter. The Dolphins got David Carr. And the Panthers got Derek Mason. And Chris Cooper went to the Raiders. Interesting enough. Alright. Travis Henry still on the board. Will Allen still there. Thrash is starting to get some offers. Let me quickly go through positions again. Sean King. Not that Sean King. Nate Burleson wants a 7-year contract. That's cute. A couple of the guards got signed. How is this guy a free agent again? His stats are so good. I don't need tackles. All right, let's move on. I want to see where Travis Henry goes. Still not signed. David Terrell. Wait, David Terrell's been on here? He wants that much money and people are going to willingly give it to him? That's crazy. Look at all these defensive ends. I wonder if we should sign a cheap defensive end instead of trying to draft one. Travis Henry's still a free agent. He's really dragging this out. Alright, we might look at defensive ends soon. I can't believe no one signed him yet. This is so funny. San Francisco might get him now. My hometown. Now Carolina jumps back in front. What a bidding war he's having. Now Jacksonville's in front. I can't. This is actually kind of exciting. It's been different with Clements every time, too. All right, Jacksonville starting to... Oh, wait. Yeah, Jacksonville. St. Louis is trying to get Clements for sure. This is all very exciting. Jacksonville again, Atlanta again. I have a feeling. I bet they're both gone next time. Nope. Houston getting in the game. Oh my god. Brady Smith just quietly getting offers from teams. Oh my gosh, okay. There's still 30 days left. I wish there was a faster way to... I can't believe they're still here. I'm trying to get to like day 30 and then I want to look at the defensive ends that are left and maybe try and sign. Oh, Travis Henry got signed. Let's see where he went. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Good for them. Looks like Brady Smith went somewhere. Is Lance Nimmo still there? He's still on there. All right. Let's get back to it. Well, also, we'll have to look at Mel's mock draft again because it changes. I believe Mel's mock draft changes after every week of the combine. So maybe we'll make our trades. We'll wait until after the combine to make those trades because then it'll be as close as possible to the draft anyway. No one wants Will Allen still. That's sad. It's kind of surprising. No, it's because Clements is taking so long to make a decision. Okay, let's look at the defensive end. Just for giggles, for ha-has. Oh, look at Kansas City giving Kalimba an offer. That's nice. Good for them. So this guy is going to be a backup. So I want to get somebody who's like the right combination of decent in case he has to play, but cheap, if that makes sense. And of course, I do like durable guys over anything else. Although Derek Burgess is kind of nice. Although there isn't anyone for like an insanely cheap contract that I'm seeing. Unless you're getting into like the kind of scary hours. Although alright, not gonna worry about it. Let's keep going. Clements is still there. Houston is winning the sweepstakes now. Now it's the Giants. I swear it's a different team every single day. Kalimba's getting absolutely lowballed by Kansas City. Okay, so let's do this actually. This is such a little biatch move to do, but I want to make it like just barely better and see if he goes for it. just to be a jerk about it. Wonder how quickly he comes off of it. Just to be like, I'd rather have a job than not. Now San Francisco's winning. All right, he came off. He came off the board. Someone else, I think Kansas City decided to offer him real money, which is good. We never wanted him anyway. This guy I'm curious about only just because he looks terrifying, but I won't do it. Oh my god, this guy needs to get signed somewhere. Philly's getting there now. I'm like more interested in this sweepstakes than anything else. New Orleans! Poor Will Allen, he's just sitting there. Six years is crazy. This is also rude, but I want to do it. Imagine if he decided to sign for that. Is he even good? I didn't even look. I mean, 83 coverage, 53 tackle isn't great. Clement still hasn't decided. Is he going to sign somewhere? Oops. Oh, we finished. I didn't realize we finished. My bad. Okay. I wonder where he went. He's not on our team, so. This damn contract. Fernando's contract is not tradable yet. Dre's is. So let's think about that. Especially if we draft a badass of a quarterback. Alright, these are all the same. So shoot. Have any quarterbacks made their way on here? Nope. Alright, well, I guess let's see how many tackles are on the list. 1, 2, 3. So we could theoretically look at, like, the other tackles and see if anyone's worth taking. So what was it? Let's look at it. Payne seems like a defensive end and halfback heavy draft. So Payne, Cannon. Was that it? And Ward. We could also look at these teams and see if they'd be willing to give up their first round pick. So let's see, Washington, New Orleans, and Tampa Bay. I actually think Tampa Bay needs a quarterback. Do any teams do the trade block? Oh, wow. That's so funny. Well, let's open this up. They have Brad Johnson, who's old as hell. Oh, whoops. Let's go to just straight up trades. Let's look at Joey. Let's go to the Buccaneers. Would they give up their 11th pick? Not a chance. They would give the second pick, which is objectively better. That's so funny. I wonder if I would have to, like, trade one of the second round picks to get the first round pick. It's so funny. I would have to give them things for Joey. Well, let's look at the tackles. Let's scout the tackles first. If the tackles seem like they're gonna be ridiculous, then we might make that trade with whoever has the pick to take the tackles. So if you don't know my strategy for scouting, if I know what I'm gonna take in the first round, I will scout the position, and I try to only take what the computer would take in the first round. So I think for tackles, I'm really only concerned about the strongest guys, which I think I see Payne and I see Ward on here. So let's just go full reports on, well, we'll get everything we can on these first guys. We'll go from there. Great run block, terrible pass block. Okay blocking, meh. Hi, Meggie. Oh, interesting. Their bench changes. Okay, I like how this changes every time. I don't think I ever realized that before. Which makes sense, because they're doing combine workouts. That's really cool. Which also makes sense that the draft board would be changing over and over again. I mean, Ward is good. I would not hate getting Ward and stashing him on the bench for a year. I don't mind that. Okay, let's keep going. Rose coming out of nowhere, doing some good benching. We'll look at Delgado. That'll put us into the next day. And then from here, it's really only worth getting 2 more guys in full. The other one won't really. Oh, this is guard. We want tackles. 39 pass block is terrible. Yeah, I like Ward a lot. Seems to be the only one. Anyone with a green arrow? This guy? Alright. Alright, so taking a look at our scouting targets, it looks like the best player by far is Ward. His aggressiveness isn't great, but his strength is up there. His pass block and his run block are both at good levels, and we would be able to stash him on the bench. So currently Ward is my favorite out of all of these guys. It is nice that they highlight the important ones. Morrison is curious. He has decent run blocking, but like good pass blocking. So Morrison's actually a potential, like if he's there with that second round pick, we could grab him. So let's remember Morrison and let's remember Ward. I have heard legend of these Panthers. Alright, Morrison and Ward. Let's look at the big board. Walters is the best player in the draft right now, and he's a tight end. So I think we're going to be able to snag him with that second pick, or that second round pick. We'll keep an eye on that stuff. So let's go to... Oh, the big board is gone. Oh no. Oh shit, I made a mistake. Oh, I'm not going back either. Ooh. Okay. I should have checked before week 4. Because I think now that this goes to... Yeah, unless the big board is somewhere. No, now it's literally just the rookie report. Okay, so we have a decision to make. And mostly it's, can we get Harrington for somebody's first round pick, and will we get the guy we want? He's got a tradable contract. So let's look around the league. Because it seems like a lot of quarterbacks are on the table in this draft. So let's earmark the Ravens. I mean, Washington was one of the teams that was going to take a tackle, and they need a quarterback. The Texans, big time. Look at that. All right, so I think it's either Washington or the Texans. So let's start with Washington. It would help if I put somebody that they're trading for. Oh my goodness. Not interested in one Joey Fowler. Probably just for... They would probably give us like a second round pick. Which again, would probably make our team better than getting a first round pick. And I would almost bet that we would still probably get... So we could definitely get a second rounder for Joey from Washington. Let's look at the Texans. Uninterested in trading the 17th overall pick. They would trade the 49th overall pick. So, I mean, between the two, the Texans need it worse. Again, I wonder what I could finagle to get into that round 1 spot. And would we even get our guy? I think I would have to give them a lot of picks. And I don't really want to feel like I'm giving up something for... Well, I could... Ooh. Too much? Just enough? I don't really need it this year. Can I get it next year? Can I get it... Chat, what do we think? Next year, second. Next year, third. We had one extra of each to get a first round this year and a fourth round next year. Because at this point, hopefully, we're going to be pretty well placed. So we won't need as many draft picks. And then we can hopefully get the tackle that we want with our first round pick. The cheesier way would be to take the second rounder, because then we would have more quality players. But I think if we're going to trade Joey, who would technically, like, these teams would use their first round picks on a quarterback. I assume that the Texans would hopefully use their pick on a quarterback. I know that the game's algorithm doesn't work like that, but I'm thinking this is the move. It gets Joey off of our books. We get some more cap flexibility. We can maybe snag a free agent that slips through the cracks. I'm going to hold a couple more seconds just in case anyone has a huge problem with it, in case they're writing a huge essay in the chat. I enjoy interacting with y'all while we do this. All right, let's do it. Goodbye, Joey. So we got our first round pick back. I'm gonna save. And we have more cap room. Look at us. All right, it's etched in stone forever. All right, so I believe it was either... Shit, I should have... I think I can still look at my scouting. So we can just jump right in. Let's do it. All right, y'all, thanks for hanging out. Let's hit our NFL draft. Please don't freeze. We are going to do the preseason tonight. Yes, all right, cool. So Payne did go to the Buccaneers. That's okay. We didn't want him. Ward is on the board, y'all. I think we got to take him. I don't know. Who do our scouts want us to take? Ward is what our scouts want. Is there... Can I do all? So technically the best player on the board right now is a wide receiver or a defensive end, but I can't take either of them. Oh, wow. Interesting. So maybe it's lying to me. What does Delgado have? Oh, absolutely not. All right, I'm going to go... I'm taking Ward. I got to go with my gut and my... How big is he? He was right. How much time do I have? I have time. Oh, it's just... Okay, I understand. He's 6'3", 278 versus Morrison, who is 6'1", 309. Strength is 77. I'm making sure strength is 58. Okay, durability is really low. All right, great. We're going to take Ward. We're going to stash him on the bench for a year and then hope he becomes a full-fledged guy. So with the 17th pick, we're going to be taking Ward out of Florida State. Moses Ward, welcome to the Lions, baby. Let's head to round 2. This is very exciting. Now for round 2, who do our scouts want us to take? We have a guard on the list. We have 2 guards on the list. That's interesting. I'm going to jump out and usually the rookie report, that was the draft recap. The rookie report has the best available players right here. So according to this, the best available player is this guy, but his hands are garbage. And I would love to get a tight end that could handle the ball. His hands are even worse. So basically the decision that we have to make is, do we ignore what the scouts want and we go with the rookie report, where we would maybe take like this guy where he's super fast and he's got a decent, like either of these guys would be good. This guy's a little bit taller, a little bit faster, but he's nowhere to be found on our scouting. That's so interesting. It wanted us to... I can't even look at that anymore. So let's go to... just out of curiosity, let's go to Floyd. What are his hands? 3? Fine. Webster with 5 hands is probably someone I'd rather have. Let's see, who are they thinking here for us here? Chapman or Payne? Chapman did have the most benching. He's dumb as rocks. I'm actually a little bit at a loss this time. Like, this is totally different. Like, none of the names overlap, I don't think. Walters, Franklin. There's a kicker that could be good. O'Brien and Baker. Just straight up not on my thing. Oh, there's Walters. Okay. Well, let's take Walters then. He's best available. He's on my list right here. I think we take him. Dewey Walters. Is that right? Sorry, y'all. I'm jumping back and forth a lot. I just want to make sure I get this right. Dewey Walters. All right. Yeah, I think we'll listen to our scouts there then. Plus his name is Dewey Walters. Who can hate on that? Oh, that's wide receivers. Tight ends. Dewey Walters out of Louisville. Who said... I think, Mario, you commented on Louisville before. All right, let's take him. Dewey Walters, welcome to the Lions. Back again. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Let's... Ooh. Hold on one moment. I think my progressive scan just turned off. Oh, no, and we're back. Okay, weird. So let's once again look at the rookie report. Interesting. Maybe Van Barry? There isn't anyone I'm like super crazy about here. Very cool. I'm gonna quickly look at my team needs, although I kind of don't want to spoil the stats of the guys that I already picked, so maybe I won't. Okay, so let's look one more time. Murray Ellis, Barry Bird. Murray Ellis, Barry Bird. I should just be writing this stuff down, but I don't work like that. Literally nobody. I mean, I'm not against grabbing a guard right here. I just don't want them to be garbage. I'm also not against grabbing a wide receiver if they have good hands. Who do they want us to take? Howell? You want me to take a wide receiver with 1 rated hands? Are you insane? It's because he's fast, I guess? Yeah, that seems wrong. That's true. Second round feels very early for a kicker, though. I could be wrong. I don't know, like, if a guard pops up here, then maybe he's worth taking. I just, like, I feel like that's the one big hole in our team still, and we're not even scratching one in the top players right now. I think I actually want to fill, just quickly going back to our team needs. And hopefully it doesn't start bothering me, like, I think we're good here right now. Like, we technically just signed Terrence Holt. I guess we could technically draft as free safety and get rid of Bua if we wanted to. I'm actually thinking about getting one of those cornerbacks now. So that's actually where my gut is telling me right now, is to get another cornerback and maybe move on from Dre. We could also draft another inside linebacker. We're technically good at outside, but again, like, we could draft someone and get rid of Curry. I think there was a defensive end on the list, so we could do that there. Or yeah, we could, oh, don't look at that. I guess I am spoiling it. But guard is our biggest need right now. I just, like, I don't want to sign a guard that's terrible for... Holy crap. All right, well, he's really good. That's spoiler. The tight end that we signed is an 80 overall. All right, let's stick with... I think... Let's look at the cornerbacks, man. It's just so surprising to me that the reports are so odd. Oh, the cornerbacks are gone. That's why. They got drafted. Damn. Okay. So maybe we grab... I hesitate to draft another strong safety right behind him. Maybe we do grab this free safety and let go of Bua, because he'll be cheaper. Or we could grab... Oh, we need to get a backup for Schlesinger. Why don't we grab this fullback? Let's see if Glover is... He's got 3 for hands. And he's strong. That actually might not be a bad move. I love how the countdown doesn't go while I'm, like, dicking around in my menu. It's the fullback isn't on there either. All right, so... Ah, man, I really don't know what to do. Like, literally none of these guys are in our overlap. What was it? Garrett and Pearson. So Pearson's right there. And Garrett's up there. I mean, they're 2 of the stronger guys. Garrett's faster. He's pretty smart. He's 345 pounds. Y'all, I think I'm going to go with the scouts. I think we need to do this. Big boy, big weed-eating boy from Kansas. Let's hope that the other guys are still there. Let's take Stanley Garrett and hope that he's not an absolute wreck. I do, of course, pause for the chat, because there is a delay. Ba-da. That's their top suggestion, too. That's funny. I'm just curious how far I'd have to go to come across Steven Garrett. Oh, there he was. Stanley Garrett, sorry. Alright, let's just take him here. Screw it. College stats were 11 sacks allowed, which is the second lowest of everybody left, and 113 pancakes, which is not as high as some guys, but again, he's 345 pounds. That's a big boy. I think we're going to take him. I don't think he'll be here in the next round, so let's grab him here. Perfect. All right. Oh yeah, look at all the guards are gone. Good choice. Good choice by us. Perfect. Let's get back out into the... I'm curious about wide receiver now. Glover. Again, Ellis. Huh. Interesting, interesting, interesting. The kid with 5 hands is still on the board. He went to Clemson. He's not the fastest guy, but dude, he can catch the ball. The only other guy that's kind of curious is this Fred Parks dude from Temple. He's fast as hell. Neither of which are being advertised to me as guys I could take. We technically also need a quarterback. But I think... Oh, we do need a center. You're totally right. Let's look at this Wood dude. $16 sacks allowed, which is not the highest, but not the lowest. He's easily this. Well, he's the second strongest, but this guy's given up a lot of sacks. Fairly smart. He's again 324 pounds out of Nebraska, and he's on my list. Let's see if he shows up on Mel Kiper's draft on the rookie report at all. Oh, all right. Let's do it. Doyle Wood, you're ours. We just took a guard, Mario. And we have an all-pro left guard currently. All right, big boy, big Doyle Wood out of Nebraska, gonna back up our gem pick from last year. Boom, baby. All right, let's look back at... That's so funny. So many of those tackles are still there. Let's look back at wide receiver again. I just want to keep an eye on that guy with 5 hands. He's still there. As is the fast guy with... So, like, I could go with Webster, Saunders, or Parks. The game is telling me Lewis, which, again, I don't want a guy with 2 overall hands. So let's go out to... Sorry, I want to go and see what they're telling me to get. Kickers are a possibility. Again, this is the 4th round. I don't know if I want to spend a 4th round pick on a kicker if a lot of them are still there. Let's see who's available. We technically need a fullback. There's still good ones available. I'm actually really... You could toss it up for me for either of these guys. They're equally as strong. They both can catch a lick. This guy's pretty smart. And I think we need a backup fullback for Schlesinger. And it seems like Schlesinger's getting close to retiring. So fullback is curious. And there isn't really a kicker sniffing this list yet, except for Warner. Devin Warner is the only one that seems to be halfway decent. Yeah, real long time till we see another kicker there. Let's let's look at the draft board. I think the computer tends to do things all at the same time. So I don't think kickers are getting taken yet. So I think we can keep going. I don't really think we need a punter yet either. Let's see what the team needs are right now. Fullback, wideout, technically quarterback. I think I'm actually going to look at free agency for a quarterback and maybe get like an older guy as a backup. There's also a guy who's currently a backup that I might trade a lower pick for if the team will be willing to trade him. I'll cover that later. I think I want to grab the fullback here. I really like this Glover kid. I mean, or Gibbs. Oh, no, wait, that's an inside linebacker. Or Rowe. Either one, honestly. Glover or Rowe. Neither of them on my list. That's so funny. I'm curious if... I know that there was an outside linebacker on the... I wonder if it was Bailey. No. Gibbs. Moss, not even the best one. It's so weird. I'm gonna go with my gut here, and I'm gonna sign Glover. Which one? I guess I can find out in a second. Oh, yeah. They must be the ones that catch the best. Oh, wow, there's even better receiving. That's so funny. It was Rowe or Glover, I think. I mean, this guy had 56. Shoot. I'm so torn on what to do, because we could... If this guy's actually good... I don't think Lewis is good. We don't need a guard anymore. This guy seems like more of a rushing back, though. He's a little bit faster. He's not as strong. I need a guy that can block a little bit. I mean, the more I think about it, the more I like Rowe. I'm gonna check one more time. I know. I appreciate y'all dealing with me. Glover, Rowe, or Robertson. Ricky Robertson. That's a hell of a name. These guys are literally like shades apart. I think I'm gonna stick with Travis Glover. I like the 4.0 GPA. All right, Travis Glover, welcome to the Lions. Oh, we have another 4th round pick. Fantastic. We probably would have still had our pick there. That's funny. All right, so the receivers aren't really picking up down here, so it seems like they're pretty lowly rated. My God. We definitely need a receiver. Well, yeah, we definitely need a receiver. I guess we don't need a cornerback? Did we take one? Oh, no, we did. Or no, we didn't. We just have 6. Pardon me. So receiver and technically, I mean, we have a lot of picks and I'm not sure what to do with them currently. This Marshall Ellis guy has been staring me in the face this whole time. Or Manuel Gibbs. Let's look at the wide receivers. This feels like the wide receiver time. My guy with 5 overall hands are still there. Trade them for players. I don't know what players I could get for low picks. Actually, you know what? Let's do that right now. So I was thinking about backup quarterbacks that could... Oh, that's true. I also wanted a quarterback. But the quarterbacks don't seem good. That's the only thing. It's like... I mean, I could take a couple more seconds to look at cornerbacks, but... Pretty... No one has good hands. This guy's smart. He's meh for strength. This guy's actually really fast. This guy has a 40-inch vertical. That's insane. Not that smart. 4.76 isn't that fast for a cornerback. I mean, like, this... Maybe Bert Garcia? Again, like, I'd have to look at Mel Kiper's board and... Mel Kiper. I keep calling it Mel Kiper's board. Raul Torres is the one that comes up from Army. That's the fastest one, I think, with good GPA. I mean, I'm not against taking him now or Dunn, so both of the fast guys come up. He has a 41.5-inch vertical. Wow, maybe we should take Dunn. Holy crap, this guy is fast and he can jump. Yeah, I think maybe Dunn is the move. Mac Dunn, hell yeah, let's do that. I think he's easily the fastest. Hell yeah. And Torres was the other fastest. Yeah, that jump, I think, makes a huge... Between that jump and the GPA. I think this is a great pick. Unfortunately, he's a dookie, but if that's the worst thing about him, that's okay. Alright, round 5, I want to look at receiver. Oh no. Oh, Webster's the only one left! The guy with the 5 overall hands is the only guy left. I have to take him. I have to take him. He's first on my... Yeah, I have to take him. Oh, I got so sad and then I got so elated. Alright, Neil Webster, welcome to the Lions. That was the easiest pick ever. Alright, now we're just kind of playing with house money. We could look at this... We could look at either the punter or the kicker here. I'm not against it. There seem to be more kickers, so maybe looking at punters first. Barrett and Horsley? I don't know how to look at who a good punter would be. I guess it would just have to be what their... I mean, this guy's much smarter. Virginia Tech. Guess this is a bad way to look at it, because I'm sure the kickers and the punters are all going to be bad. Horsley is technically the better overall, but Barrett's not far behind him. Kick power is not listed. No way. I'd have to scout them for that. You could probably just look at their stats, you know? So like Barrett averaged 36.8 yards, had 17 inside of the 20. Horsley averaged 38.5, so a couple yards farther. Only had 7. They both had 17 inside the 20. The only difference really is that Barrett's much smarter. I'm not sure what that does for a punter. The stats seem to be in Elijah Horsley. God damn, those are cool names. And my scouts like Barrett over Horsley. I think I like Barrett. Let's go with Barrett. Noah Barrett. And then finally, I guess we'll go just for ha-has. We've got one kicker on here. Is it Keller? Who has the longest of everybody. Texas A&M. Smartest. I mean, let's do it. Let's grab Evan Keller. My guys are on notice. Alright, let's see how we did. So apparently we're just the best at drafting centers. But this is nice. This is we just immediately... I wonder what his catch is, though. It's a 66? It was a 1! Alright, well, bye, Steven. Thanks for nothing, dude. Webster's technically a 52, but his catch is an 87 overall. That's fantastic. I bet he'll pop. Alright, let's start with Moses Ward, who's a 66 overall, which honestly is not bad. We're going to have him be ascending. We are going to give him 20%. And we're going to sign him for... Honestly, let's sign him for 5 years. He's our reclamation project. It's going to be very team friendly. I mean, that's a fantastic contract for us if he turns out to be good. So that's what we're going to do. And it still gives us plenty of money to play with for the rest of the roster. So, welcome. Of course you decline it, you little biatch. Oh wait, this also, I want it to be ascending. There we go. And no holdouts, I know. So now I want to start with my best guys. So let's go with... I mean, we did pretty good. I wish Stanley Garrett was better, but again, like... He's not the worst, considering our next guy is... His run block is awful, so that'll need addressing, but the pass block is already good. Guard is a hole, though. So we definitely need to address guard. Unfortunately. But let's go with Dewey Walters. Dewey, you only want a 2-year deal? Are you insane? You're like good. Let's lock you up, my boy. That's just the best. Honestly, I should sign him for 6. Jesus. I feel like I'm making money on this. Insane. I mean, like, why not? Why not sign him on this deal? It's a lot of, I guess it's a lot of guaranteed money, but I just don't see how he would be any worse. What would it be if where are we at right now? 4 point. I mean, we're haggling over like small amounts of money right now. Maybe we'll just do that. That makes that a little bit more palatable. Dewey, let's go. That'll probably work. Doyle Wood. Travis Glover also probably worth locking up for a minute. He already wants the 5-year deal. I think I'm going to oblige that. I would be surprised if Schlesinger made it through this year, / if we wanted to still keep him after this year. Travis, welcome to the team. Now the punter, I don't think I'm going to sign. His kick power is trash, and Nick is fine, and he has 3 more years on his deal. So I'm not going to sign the punter. Honestly, I'm not going to sign the kicker either. Maybe I will sign the kicker, and we'll see. I think I need to sign Stanley. I really hope his run block gets better after you don't get a bonus. I think because he doesn't get a bonus, I can space that out to 4 years. Let's see if he'll take 3 over 4. Of course. 3-1 over 4 then. Fine. So Barrett, I'm gonna skip over. Well, let's see what these guys will cost. He's fast. He's not durable though. So let's go to our cornerbacks real quick. His coverage is bad, but not as bad as Hopkins. His speed is good, but not as good as Hopkins. His tackle is bad. His agility is not as good. I mean, I guess I could just sign the rest of these guys on non-guaranteed deals, and if they don't perform well or pop in the offseason, like, there should be a growth period between, I mean, it truly doesn't matter, but doing them ascending just makes them easier to handle on the immediate cap. Alright, Mac. You little mother. I just don't know if it's worth taking the punter. But I guess we can find out. Man, I can't believe As I Hear retired. What? We could technically sign them both. This guy's terrible. Can't believe I even have to put 1 million of my cap space to him. You don't get the right to decline an offer. You're rated 42. Oh my god. This is insane. Alright, let's just sign them, and if they pop, great, and if they don't, I'm cutting them. They're worth getting through the preseason and training camp if we spent a draft pick on them. And it's not like we don't have the cap room. Oh my god, I'm gonna go insane. Alright, 2 million to go. Rookie draft period is over. I am curious. I think only the quarterbacks get ejected into... Or only the rookies get ejected into... Holy crap, Nate Clements and Will Allen are still in free agency. What? They never went anywhere? Oh man, I can almost sign him too. That's so funny. I don't even know if his coverage is any good. It is really good. Anyway, that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for the quarterbacks. Yeah, it's all just rookies who didn't get drafted. All right, let's take it to the start of the season, because then a big free agency wash happens, I believe. So I've signed all my rookies. Great, we did the thing. I think we'll do a roster overview like after we simulate the season, because we'll probably do other signings and stuff like that. Whoa. That's interesting. He's expensive. I don't think I want John Casey. Dwayne Robertson. Interesting. There's always so many defensive ends. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to set our lineup. That's true. That is very true, Al. Hilarious. All right, DM remains the left tackle. Dude, Ward is nice, though. Maybe I didn't need to re-sign Backus. I wonder if we trade one of these tackles. I feel like I could get rid of any of them. Let's keep it like that for now. I don't think I can handle having a 40 overall run blocker as the starter, so I'm going to give it to Laverne for now. Oh, that's interesting. It wants me to start him. I think I'm going to start Laverne. Navarro Hilton. Good, 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 good. We can technically use another defensive end at some point as well. Norris, Lehman, perfect. Lehman, Freeman, Pearson, good. Well, I still technically the best. This is not right at all. That should be cash. Dunn is going to go down to the bottom here. Perfect. Farmer's up top. Bryant goes up. Dre goes to the back. And Dunn goes just on the other side of him. I think, honestly, one thing we could probably do just to free up a couple of bucks is there's no reason for us to have 3 strong safeties still. It probably makes the most sense for us to just get rid of Shivers, because we would save way more money. I guess we'll give it the preseason and see if he improves at all. But we're at 54 players right now. I'm curious if anyone has a glut of guards currently. That was the wrong button. Since we are hurting for guards right now. That's interesting. We'd have to pay him next year, but that's interesting. That's interesting too. 76 overall with 2 years on a good deal. Oh, wow. This is a rookie, though. Herman Payne. Another rookie, not as good on the stats, but these guys are expensive. That's funny. Todd Derelick's still on the bench. It's too bad. Ooh, this could make sense for the Bengals. They're trying to get rid of some cap space. It's another super talented rookie on a really good deal. And they're also tight for cap space. This would give them back $1 million. Interesting. We're on the Broncos, so I gotta go back a little bit. I don't know, chat, you can tell me, do you think it's cheesy to trade for a rookie? Like, do you think that they should be... Fuck Dave Fiore. Playing for a little bit longer. Also, this was the trade I was thinking about for a quarterback, was to grab Drew Brees for a year as a cheap backup. I wonder what they would... Would they trade me Drew Brees for a 4th rounder? What? Get out of here. Drew Brees is not worth a 2nd round pick. I mean, this guy is nice. I don't think the Pats would be super keen on blowing it up. Yeah. I wouldn't be able to get him even for a 2nd rounder. It'd have to be for a 1st rounder, which I don't really want to do for a guard. Yeah, you're right. Let's simulate the preseason and see if the rookie pops at all. And let's also start the rookie. It'll technically get him more playing time. So I'm going to drop Garrett into the right guard spot. That's technically the strong side, the running side. So actually, let's put him in the left guard spot and put Woody on the... no, let's keep him here. Okay, that works. So we'll simulate the first game. I don't think we were really interested in... This is going to be a mess of footage to edit. I'm not sure we were interested in any of the free agents. I don't think we were. Yeah, there's no one here that I'm really like doing backflips over, nor do I think that they'll be gone by the time the preseason's over. So let's simulate the first game against... Actually, let me sit on this for a second so I actually have a moment to have. Badum. All right, our other quarterback is gonna get some run here. Oh wow, I just realized that this is an NFC Championship rematch, and we immediately give up a deep touchdown. This is backups. Okay, Najee. I was excited for this draft and stuff. This was a good one. All right. Ooh! Intercepted by Jason Shivers. He's playing for a spot. Too bad. Oh, and now Morris is getting backup reps because he's the, because Sean Alexander is back. That's so funny. Irvin Ramos must be a user-generated player. All right, Hanson's sticking his field goal, so he must be pissed that we drafted a kicker. Damn, Gerard Wilson, not the guy. Okay, to Webster, the rookie. is kind of a game. Too bad. I think our backup quarterback threw a lot of interceptions on that. I think he threw a lot of interceptions. All right, so we dropped the first one to the Seahawks. I think that's the same score that we lost by. That's kind of funny. All right. Checking the mail. I want to look at this. 20 for 30, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. Tough day. Najee and Coburn both had good days. Derek Hamilton caught a lot of passes. Neil Webster got himself a touchdown. Travis Glover, the fullback, caught a bunch of passes. Okay. Who got the sack? Just Isaac? Isaac's fast. That makes sense. Alright, let's, we'll check the front office really quick. I don't know why there would be anything different, but we can always look. I just think at some point we'll sign one of these cheaper defensive ends to a spot. I wonder if anyone has a guard on the trade block. I'm curious. A kicker. That's funny. As always. Looking to move Nedney. Nothing else. Alright, so we'll just keep it moving. We'll simulate the bye week. That's it. Okay. We'll check for any contract movement again. Nope. I guess I didn't look at this. What do they want us to do now? Just make the playoffs this year? Now that we've passed our goal of 8 wins, they want us to make the playoffs? I guess we'll do that at the beginning of the first game. We'll have to try and remember that. Let's do the simulation for our game against the Broncos. We'll get a little bit more starter time in this game, so that'll be cool. Fowler throws an interception. That's funny. I wonder because he's rated so low that it's gonna like affect him. His pass at 2 interceptions, awesome. To the same guy. That's tough. Okay then. There we go. Sam Hamilton going back to work, baby. I feel like Fowler's gotten sacked a lot. Yeah. Did I see that right? Deshaun Foster's 3 for 1? Nice! Connected on a deep one. Oh! Jeez, our secondary is getting torched by both of these teams. Oh, we can't run the ball at all. We really need a guard. That was like priority 1 for the offseason and we didn't do it. We have a lot of good tackles though. Uh-oh, y'all. We're getting beat up. Can we do anything on offense? There's a miss. There we go. Thanks, Mario. Insane. Woo! We have not been good. Or maybe we're just hitting buzzsaws of teams. Who knows? Fowler had 1 touchdown and 2 picks. Still a better rating than... Oop. Interesting. Foster had 5 runs for 25 yards. Maybe he just didn't play that much? I don't know. Sean Rogers. Oh, I guess we should check front office stuff quickly. Still the same. Oh, there's more guys on the block now. A punter. Oh, a guard. I think we need to come calling to the Falcons, depending on who that is. Wow, why do they want to trade him? And I don't think I... Is it because... I mean, I guess their guard depth is really good. I just don't think I can afford him. Also, Wale's better. Can I get him instead? I can see why they're trying to dump him. Also, like, not even for everything that I have. What if I completely mortgaged my draft capital? Yeah, I couldn't afford him if I tried. I'd have to, like... I don't know, do they need a tackle? Not really. I just straight up wouldn't be able to afford this dude. That's probably why I didn't stop on him. But I do think we need to go back to the drawing board for guard, but let's simulate the game against the Browns first. This will be a little bit more starter time, maybe at least half the game starters. I feel like Najee is getting a lot of carries in tandem with Deshaun. Look at that. That's what we want Deshaun to do. Incredible stuff. Now, I think this team... I was going to say, this team still has Larry Fitzgerald. They're about to get into the end zone. There it is. Damn. Fowler's only thrown 3 times so far. Oh, come on. To Kellen Winslow? What are we doing, guys? What are we doing, Fowler? Come on, man. I feel like he's not going to get any better. And that's a bummer. But there's always a bunch of guys that get cut after the... Did we keep it or did we lose it? We kept it. Man, I really need Fowler to start making his throws. He does have bad accuracy, so I guess that's the problem. Maybe it's just the day. Garcia is also playing terrible. I wonder if there's like a high wind day or something. Jesus Christ. I wonder if it's... I don't know. I should check my coaching sliders or something. I wonder if I'm making it... What are we doing, guys? Thank you. Oh, they went for the 2? Hell yeah. And the defense holds. Oh no, that must have meant we turned it over. It must have been a fumble that we lost. We'll have to go back and look that up. And Grant Wilson sucks. Oh, and we suck. Jesus. Wow. Rough, dude. Rough, rough, rough. Let's check this out. What happened right there at the end of the 4th quarter? Oh, it was just a 4th and 10? No, that was after that. It was here. Fumble by Gerard Wilson, which is the quarterback. Yeah. You hate to see it. Alright, well, the Dolphins went 4-0. We might go 0-4 in the preseason. To be fair, the Browns haven't lost. They go 4-0 for the preseason. The Broncos are 3-0 so far, might go 4-0. The Seahawks are the returning Super Bowl champions, and hopefully we can beat the Jets. That would be... I'd like to at least beat the Jets, even though they technically made the Super Bowl. Let it think. Alright, we did it. Oh yeah, I'm not that stressed about it. I would just love to see him like not what's that? I just want to see him progress. Alright. I'll check the front office for gigs. I'm not sure I sat on the screen for long enough. I want to make sure it gets recorded properly. That live stream magic. Alright, that should do it. Alright, let's go Lions. It's not a great start. Like paper. Like slicing through paper. My God. Okay, Teddy. Yeah, sacked twice, a run for a loss. Our line is a problem. That guard spot's a problem if the rookie doesn't pop. Wow, we can't do anything against their defense. Okay, Dre. Jeez. Okay, little momentum. Oh, it's halftime. Awesome. At least we got the ball back. Guys, what are we doing? It's crazy. I just don't feel like we're going to stop them ever. Maybe? All right. Ugh. Come on, do something. Or do nothing. Okay. We must have gotten another fumble. I don't think it'll make a difference. Oh! I don't know what happened there, but... tough. An 0-4 preseason. Jeez. That is, not what you want. Kind of crazy. Okay, I think the good news is, and let me confirm this, nobody got hurt, so that's great. Leonard Davis went to the Broncos for Al Wilson, so I think maybe that was one of the trades I was thinking about that's no longer available. Wow, Zach Thomas had 10 tackles. We'll look at the ratings for the preseason. Not great. Not great. Not that great. Except for Roy. Roy was really great. Charles was okay. Webster looks pretty good. I don't know what Hovan's doing other than picking his booty. So let's go into the regular season. We just... So here's our schedule for the year. We start out with the pack. Wow! We're just straight into the division. That's fun. 3 straight games in the division. Philly, bye. Washington, New Orleans, St. Louis, New York, Tennessee, Jacksonville, Dallas. And then Chicago again. And then we're basically beginning with the conference and closing with the conference. So that's super interesting. Christmas Day against the Vikings. Looks like we play on Thanksgiving against the Bears as well. Alright. So team needs should tell us where our guys land. So Fowler's now a 72. That's great. We love that. Let's look at Fowler. 72 overall. I think his pass accuracy improved. Looks like he got a little bit faster too. So, better for worse, he's our guy moving forward. At least he's improving. Whoa! Whoa! No way! 98? I am floored. Did his durability go up? It's still at a 60. That's crazy, though. And Najee went up to a 70. 98! Now I regret not signing him long term. That's okay. So Schlesinger's down to an 89, but the good news is that Glover's up to an 80. So that's awesome. Good to see a rookie pop. So Schlesinger now out of the elite range. And now in the elite range is one Roy Williams. Good for him. I mean, he's had the best numbers in the league for the last 2 years. He should be a 90 overall. All right, good for Roy. Let's see if anyone... Webster's still pretty low, but his catch is an 91 now. That's insane. Derek Hamilton said, I think I'm going to make Brett Richards the full-time third-string receiver over Derek. I mean, 88 catch, 97 run route, 90 speed now, 93 agility. He got fast. He's definitely going to be the third receiver. All right, good stuff. He's only got a 53 durability. Hopefully he can stay healthy. And Arnaz is Arnaz. Oh my god. Let's go, dude. Dewey! '93, man. The rookie out of Louisville. And look at his blocking, too. Holy crap. Incredible stuff. What a pick for us. And Ben Watson sneaking up to an 82 overall is awesome, too. Vernon Green, man. Let's go. We have so many 90 overalls right now. This is great. Itawamba, shout out. All right, drum roll, please. Garrett. That run block sucks, though. It's worth keeping him around, but we just need a starting guard. That isn't terrible. I just don't think I can handle a 43 run block on the line. Like, everything else is there. I just need that run block to get better. So we got to figure out that guard spot. This is just for footage sake. He's still over in the 90s, which is great. Love to see it. Let's go to tackles. So, I mean, I think we keep Ward on the bench for a year. I think Backus is fine. We've got him signed long term. I think we keep Ward on the bench for a year. We've got him for a long time. He's got good stats. I think we want the tackles to be good at pass blocking, which these guys are better at. So I think we'll keep Ward as that backup. We gotta cut Keller. I don't know what else to say. We gotta cut Keller, and I think we gotta cut Barrett too. I don't know. Maybe we can keep Barrett because he's closer to Harris and overall, and maybe that kick power will come around. The 71 leadership is good. So I could be persuaded to keep Barrett. I don't think we keep Keller. Hovan has dropped out of the 90s, but this is good. Sean Rogers has improved back into the 80s. And honestly, Owen is better than him in both of the main stats, just not as a tackler. Navarro's up to a 72. You love to see it, so that's good. Rightfully the starter now. Hall's continuing to rise. Yeah, I think we keep... Norris will be a worthy backup, but Boss and Teddy will continue to hold down the outside linebacker stuff. Looks like Teddy got a little bit better, as did Boss. Zach Thomas is starting to regress for sure. His tackle's still a 98. These guys are getting a little bit better. Again, they'll be good backups, although both of them got hurt last year. Freeman's durability sucks. Pearson's durability is fine. Both of them can tackle. Alright, so Dunn got better, I guess? Oh, wow, look at Fernando. Fernando dropped again, man. I really got to get rid of him. I mean, I guess by coverage ability, he's in tackle. He's still probably worth as a dime. But he's a salary hit if I get rid of him. Farmer's clearly the number 2. I gotta figure out what to do with... I think Fernando's the dime. A horrifically overpaid dime. Look at Sam popping up to a 77. Love to see it. I think we do gotta get rid of Shivers here. That's gonna save us a lot of money. I can't believe Terrence just isn't gonna grow for me, man. He's so much better than a 73 overall, I feel like. Alright, so we got way better on offense, but we do need to figure out our guard position. I'm gonna cut Shivers. I'm also gonna cut Keller. Goodbye, Keller. We hardly knew you because, well, rough. We'll keep Barrett for now. I'm curious what free safeties look like. I'm starting to get, like, money-ballish about this. I mean, why not take this 74 overall rookie who has a 39 tackle and just stash him on the bench for backup situations? Like, someone talk me out of this. Nice. But they want, like, money if they're going... Wow. I mean, I guess he has a 74 overall. Okay, let me keep that in my pocket for a second. Again, I mean, this is okay, that's a second year guy. Yeah. We technically could use another defensive end. Running with 3 means that I think we could get a rookie here. Like, all of these guys are rookies and are decent to sit behind. And they might pop off. Like, look at this, man. Okay, let's look at the durability. He's the strongest. The tackle's the best. I'm gonna look at this, dude. Absolutely not. Let's go ascending. Let's go. You can get 10%. Oof, you want that much money? Why do you want that much money? Maybe that's why they're sitting in free agency. It's crazy that they want so much money. You think these undrafted rookies would want a fair amount of, but that's like, what? That's not worth it at all. Compared to what, 2 years? But even then. Like, pick up the same guy. That puts me under cap. He wants $3 million just for this year. That's like, even if it was an ascending for 2. Putting me out of business here. What do we have for 2 needs? We technically need to... I think I'm going to end up cutting Duke. Or Dunn, I mean. The Dookie. Dunn the Dookie. Because Hopkins is my return guy. And I don't think that changes. And I don't really need him for anything else. So yeah, I think I'm going to cut Dunn. Yeah, but doing the more signing bonus on an ascending contract would make the cap room go down because you're putting more money into it right now. It would make the further ones go up. Yeah, we'll let go of Mac Dunn here. We'll be able to get rid of Fernando next year. I guess we'll just have him as a very overpaid dime back this year. I do want to try and get another defensive end if I can. Those guys were all just so expensive. Let me see what I can do. I also need to get a guard. That kind of needs to be priority one. Let's see if we can figure that out. See if anyone else has a guard on the block. Jaden Edney. Everyone loves trading their kickers, man. What? Ricky? You're trading Ricky? That's crazy. That's like imminent, too. Alright. Oh, that's awful durability. Oh, weird. I'm gonna put him there for a second. The durability is not great, but when do guards ever get hurt? This guy could be good, although we might have to pay him next year. So I think I have to put Laverne into it. Or I don't have to, but I'm not sure they would make the trade without... Alright, I'm gonna go back to this guy. I'm also going to do one more round. He's a rookie, so technically we'd be trading for a rookie. I don't know if that sets off alarms with anybody. I mean, the other guy we can go for, again, this is an expiring contract, so we would have to pay him in a season. I mean, we could do Yulatalo and see if they would trade, but they don't really have good guards behind him. Thomas is probably too expensive. Womack's not good enough, I don't think. Yeah, definitely not. Terrible durability. I mean, I guess we would just have to be okay with bad durability. I personally have never seen a guard get hurt in this game. But watch this be the time that it happens. I mean, the Winsky's interesting. I don't really want to trade with the Vikings. Again, these are both expiring contracts, so this would be either a rental or we'd have to pay them. That said, either of them are decent options and they're cheap. That's the Bengals. There's the Broncos, who have the most good guards. We could afford Chapman. Technically, Hamilton's the better blocker, but again, not on a rookie deal. His durability is a 61. I think I'm going to do this. Taking away a second-round pick next year is tough. I would love to keep my second if I could, but I feel weird doing a first-rounder for a guard in this game. Let me see. The second round pick seems to be the linchpin of everything. Yeah, I just don't want to give them a... I mean, I guess I could do a fourth and a second. That wouldn't even move the needle? Let me check something really quick. Sorry, I'm again being indecisive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have a lot of guys to re-sign next year. What does our cap space look like? 15 mil? Okay. I just feel like he's not going to be any better. I want the rookie. So funny. I've got a 71 rookie right now. He just doesn't have the run block. Yeah, this doesn't feel right. My gut's telling me no. Like, what if it's a guy that can play right away? I mean, if there was going to be a guy we grabbed that we'd have to pay next year, it'd probably be him. Depending on what he'd cost. Or Mulatalo. 71 strength is good. They would probably need a guard back. Oh, right. Then there's this... I don't want to sign another rookie on top of the rookie I took. I think it needs to be... You're not quite ready yet. We're going to get somebody who's a vet. I guess I don't want to... I guess either of these guys could be interesting too. Maybe we trade with the Bucks. Stinchicombe? I like Coleman better, I think. .6'4", 322. What would y'all want for him? They have a backup. Did I just go right past it? My bad. Just straight past. Oh wow, they're very interested in just trading for Laverne. That might help me. I wouldn't be mad about swapping Laverne out, especially if it means I didn't have to give up as much of a pick. I could swap a pick with these guys. Might as well get something out of it, right? Or I guess I could just slap on... Oops. I could just make it a 5th round pick and be done with it. Probably. Not quite. That's funny. The 4th rounder really makes a difference. That's interesting. I wonder if they'll take this. Hi, Miss Maggie. Hello. I know I wasn't paying enough attention to you. Alright, big upgraded guard. Let's see if they'll take it. Alright. I'm not mad about it. I think we needed to make that trade. So now we have a much better situation at guard, where Cozy Coleman can hang out on a cheap contract with much, much, much better blocking ratings. Oh my god. And we have a competent starting guard now. Along with... I mean, we could consider... I mean, we got some time. We have them locked up. So, feeling good. Feeling great. Let's, I don't think... Did I check the actual free agents for the... Sometimes some big guys get cut. Not really. I guess the only other thing I was going to figure out was a defensive end to put behind Navarro. Yeah, maybe we look at some of these rookies where, like 67, tackle is good, durability is okay, strength is alright. This is what I'm gonna do it as. I want guys that are actually gonna play. Let's just go by who's the best based on who's the most durable. Big boy. 71? 72? How are these guys so fast? They're over 300 pounds. What the heck? I think I like this one. There we go. Luke Allison. Welcome to the team, my dude. We technically need... well, I guess we don't technically need another quarterback, but... it would be nice to not have a second-year guy with no experience backing up Fowler. Oh, look at that! This was exactly who I was thinking about going after. Who is this? Ernest Houston with 100 arm strength? What? Y'all, I'm gonna sign Drew Brees. I'm not gonna sign him to that contract. I don't want to sacrifice the rest of my cap space on Drew Brees. That's too bad. I wanted to sign Drew Brees. I guess I don't know. That's funny. Ken Dorsey. Cordell Stewart. How fast is he still? 82? Hell yeah. Maybe these guys will all still be here when this season is going. Slash what? It's so funny that these guys that are not signed want, like, non-rookie money. They're like, no, I'm a professional, man. You gotta give me $1 million. Yeah, right. To not play? Don't think so. Damn, I really wanted Drew Brees. That's too bad. I mean, I don't want to give him that contract. That's crazy. Alright, well, that's just going to be what we are for now. Let's set the depth chart one more time. Oh, that was his nickname. We could get Cordell as a backup. He's technically better than Wilson. It's that composure. I'm not against it. Let's put Brett Richards in the slot. Yeah, we're good there. DM is going to anchor the left side. Woody will be on the left guard. Garrett is the backup. Green and Wood. Coleman is going to take the right side. Strong side. The run blocking isn't that differential. Backus will stay on the right tackle. I've got two very capable guys waiting in the wings. Good. Yeah, I wonder who will pick him up. So Cash takes over as the nickel corner, although there is no nickel, so it'll basically just be whenever we're in dime, Fernando will see the field, which is crazy because we're paying him so much money. And special teams will stay the same. Alright, I'm going to simulate up to the first game with Green Bay just because I'm curious to see what our overall is. I mean, look at that, man. Look at us. How far we've come. Playoffs or bust. 91 overall rated Lions. Ready to go. That is where I'm going to call it for the evening. Been on here for nearly 3 hours now, but look forward to getting this season started soon. I've got 2 episodes to start editing, so editing I am going to start doing. So thanks for spending some of your Saturday with me. I hope you have a great evening. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.